Don't forget to bring a towel.
Hey guys, Tally006 back again with another episode of Grinding to Victory, a series in which I analyze and interpret what I need to do to get better in Call of Duty Blackout. So here we are, episode 6, calling this one Know Your HUD. HUD is the heads-up display, you know, the mini-map up in the corner, your kills and whatnot in the upper right, items on the bottom, all that stuff. I'm not going to get too specific into it, it's just kind of the general idea that you need to know and be aware of all the information on your screen at all times, and when the mistakes come rolling in, which it does as always, we'll talk more about what I missed and why I missed it and whatnot. But for those of you who are tuning in and watched episode 5, the previous episode, that was game 123 that you watched in the last episode. This game is 125, and like I mentioned in the previous video, we are watching all these gameplays. We're all done within the same night, and right now we're just looting up, but let's skip ahead to some of the action. So here we are in this gameplay. I landed turbine near the office buildings. I got looted up. I actually found a crate in one of the buildings to the south. Found a couple tactical weapons, dropped all the attachments, got it on the weapons that I want. Right here we're running a Koshka and the 3-burst SMG Damon. I really like the Damon gun. I'm sure I've mentioned that in previous videos. It is one of my favorite guns to run. But because the circle was kind of headed to the open desert to the east, I wanted to make sure I had a long range weapon. More so than the assault rifles, just because there were some more open, vast distances to make up. So I wanted to make sure to have that sniper rifle, and we got one kitted up. I believe I have a 4x scope on the Koshka, because the sniper scope is not very nice to look at on the Koshka. I suggest always running a 4x on the Koshka if you guys are picking that up. So here we are. I rotated to the east, got up onto the east hill, and was just kind of hugging the barrier, the outer barrier of it. I see this quad with the lights on, so I know someone's close. I'm not sure where yet. One of the problems I had with the looting stage of this gameplay was I didn't find enough perks. I have tons of throwables, as you can see down on the HUD. I have lots of heals. I have level 2 armor. But besides perks, everything's looking pretty good. I would have loved to have had a dead silence or even an awareness. You hear some footsteps in the distance. But here I get lucky enough. I catch a glimpse of a guy kind of skulking up the hill. So I pull up the sniper rifle. Get a good shot into the armor. I can see through the scope that he has level 3 armor. Speaking of level 3, I only have a 3x scope on my Koshka. I was wrong about the 4x. So here I make a little mistake. I kind of rush out of the storm on the open side of the barn, but I make up for it because he figures that I'm going to go around the other side of the building, and I don't. He throws a concussion grenade, doesn't get any hit markers, so now he's looking for me. I came straight the same way I was coming and completely win the gunfight. So here's a big mistake. I believe I waste an armor plate on this level 2. Yeah, I didn't even need to. I barely took any damage to the vest in the first place. And secondly, I completely forget to loot his level 3 and upgrade. I will think of it in a moment, but I kind of ran up this north hill, which I believe the next guy we're going to run into would have heard my footsteps, because There was no reason for him to be coming back up the hill towards where I was. The circle had nowhere to go there. But I think he heard my footsteps. I had made that mistake. I'm one less armor plate because I wasted it on the level 2. So there's the first instance of, knowing your heads-up display. I should have looked at my armor life and noticed that I didn't take any armor damage, or very little. And I shouldn't have wasted that armor plate. And I would have had an extra one. I would have been that much closer to full on this level 3. But I'm doing a good job of hugging the outer circle here. Zone is moving in, but it's on the slow side. And here's where this guy is running towards me. He had no reason to go that way. If anything, he should have been pushing north. But I think he had heard my footsteps and was aware that someone was around, so he was doing a little bit of gatekeeping there. I get lucky, he's got some armor plates to replenish that. I only think he had a couple, if not just one. As you see, I still haven't repaired the rest of my level 3 armor. This comes into play. Gonna repeat and stress, know your heads-up display. You got your mini-map in the upper left, your weapon and equipment in the bottom right, and especially that bottom left corner, your health. How much health you have, how many other item slots you have, the little white squares above each item. Like, I should know that I have more armor plates now because of that dot. I should be healing my armor right now. Looking at the armor life just above that bottom left corner, it's not until I take a hit that I realize I need to heal. So get back up to 150. I still don't heal my armor. To be fair, this was this first day, the second day. The update came out on the Tuesday. I played all these games on Wednesday, so, the armor repair system was pretty new to me at this point. I guess you could attribute why I'm not healing my armor right now, We're getting down to the late game here. 2 kills, 9 people left, 8 others including me. I'm probably just focused in on if this guy's going to be pushing me. I hear him open up a crate, so I'm just kind of spotting out to see if I can see where that crate is. Maybe get an easy shot, but I'm not seeing anything. I'm going to move on, back up the hill. I spot this guy. Totally ignoring the shots that were coming at me from the houses down there. Miss all my snipes. Go for the axe throw, miss. Miss all my diamond shots. Luckily, the guy that was pushing me has a good angle on this guy. Maybe not a best angle on me. He takes that kill. I realize something strange here. How'd that guy die? I turn around. So here's where the big mistake is. I did a good job snapping on that guy and getting the kill. Luckily, I had the level 3. Survived with 8 health left. But what I don't realize, what I don't notice about my heads-up display is that my armor has been damaged to the point where it's gone. I have no more armor. And that comes into play in the final fight here. I'm gonna spoil this a little bit. I choke really hard here on the final guy. I had position, I had the better weapons. He was passive, I was aggressive, but what I didn't realize is that I didn't have the level 3 armor anymore, and I charged in like I did. And that's where the big mistake comes. You gotta always be aware of all those life meters of your health. For 1, your armor. For 2, I only have 1 heal left because of that last fight. You got to be aware. And I think if I had known better, I might have played this a little different. I might have choked back up to where I previously was, as you saw me come down the hill. Especially once I knew where this guy was, but again, I was too aggressive. I thought I had armor, I didn't. This guy didn't. But here we're going to spot this guy, and here's another point, is know your hit markers. I throw this concussion grenade, and I think I get the hit marker. But as you've seen, that I just had the 2 horizontal arrows, that's a hit marker on equipment, not a person. And you got to know that. So there's the big choke. I raged hard here. Please reconnect controllers. I was kicking stuff. The guy was nice about it. After I got my controller plugged in, we had a little conversation in the little time, and it was a good gameplay. But yeah, big choke. Got to know your HUD. Here's a look at our updated stats. 125 games played, 144 kills. The KDR is going up to 1.15, and that's my 24th top placement. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for the continued support into 2019. Don't forget to check out these other episodes of Grinding to Victory. See you next time. Peace.